Gator Bowl once stood, now stands this facility. Everbank Field, as EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Jacksonville, Florida. Coming up, we're keeping things in the AFC for an intra-conference contest between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Cam Little out for the opening kick. And we're underway from Everbank Stadium. Gray now on the return. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. So here come the Chiefs, taking the field for their first drive of the game. And leading them as he always does, the quarterback seeking his 4th consecutive Super Bowl appearance and a 4th Super Bowl title. It's Patrick Mahomes.
Pretty remarkable, isn't it, Kate, that the worst season statistically in Mahomes' career was still good enough to finish 6th in the MVP voting and reach a 4th straight Super Bowl. Shows just how high his bar is compared to everyone else, and he's still the QB that almost all are chasing.
At the 40-yard line.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards.
Good defensive tackles in this league, Kate. They can take up a couple blockers. Great defensive tackles, well, they stuff the stat sheet just like that, knocking that run backwards before it could get started.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. He gets it to Rice. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And it'll be first down, Kansas City.
Chiefs.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Kelsey's got it right side. Small gain down to the 46. Devin Lloyd on the tackle.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They fake the handoff. Now Mahomes. He's got time here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
Quarterback of his renounce, Kate, I'm not surprised at all to see him throw it into double coverage early. And that incompletion, well, it's just going to fuel his confidence that much more to keep forcing it.
The Chiefs looking to punt on 4th down, so on comes Matt Ariza to handle it. And this one skips out of bounds and will be marked inside the 30. So here are the Jaguars taking over for the first time on offense. They're brought out by the 5th-year man out of Clemson. Hard to believe it's year 5, isn't it, Brock? Former #1 overall pick, Trevor Lawrence.
When you have a franchise quarterback, and Trevor is that guy in Jacksonville, you typically don't slump to bottom 5 in the draft, but that's where the Jags have found themselves. And that's why there's a new system, a new coach, and really a new lease on life for Trevor in what becomes a very big year in his career.
That one goes for 25 yards. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville first down.
I can assure you of one thing, that carry just brought some extra work in the opening quarter. You couldn't script that run any better.
Man in motion, out of the slot. Lawrence with it on first. Has him on the quick hitter. And this makes it to around the 43-yard line. Jaden Hicks there on the tackle.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Motion man sent left. Lawrence working from the gun. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
Jaden Hicks there defensively.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
A 7-yard gain. Move those chains. That's good for a Jacksonville 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the first down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open in the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
They bring Thomas in motion. Lawrence, a quick throw out wide. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Sticking in the air with Lawrence. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Oftentimes, these early exchanges are just a feeling out process for rushers and blockers. But they can also set the tone for the battles the rest of the game. And that defender, you know, with an early win, he's feeling really good about himself.
Play number 7 on this drive, and they need 7 here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Lawrence heaves this one for the back of the end zone. And he sails that one over the end zone. Took his shot at 6 that time. And it's 4th down. Ooh, for a moment, thought those were our first points until he came and knocked it away.
Yeah, I think the message sent pretty clear after that play. You're going to have to try a lot harder than that to be the first ones on the board.
Cam Little now to try the Jags field goal. He'll try to connect on a 50-yarder. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that will get them on the board.
I'd say all in all, that's the exact type of start this team was looking for. 2 possessions in, they've got the lead, and a little early momentum with that field goal.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Return starts at the 9. Jukes one defender. He's going to reach that 34-yard line before he stops. The Chiefs sending their offense out for the 2nd time this game. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. A give to Pacheco to start the drive. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
the line of scrimmage.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Now it's Mahomes. Skips it short of his man. That brings up 4th down.
Okay, I've talked to you over the years, the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
So on 4th down, out comes Matt Ariza to boot it away. Parker Washington to return this for the Jags. Jukes out a one-stop. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. 2nd drive of the game upcoming for this Jaguar offense. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10. Here's ETN to begin the drive. Nearly starts the drive with a 1st down run. He stopped a yard short, gain of 9.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
1st down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. Counter give to ETN. Now that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in a locker room and in the huddle is you could be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
3rd down, Lawrence to throw. Hits him downfield. This is Thomas. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things. Separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Throwing on 1st down, Lawrence. Here comes the screen for ETN. And they shut him down on this one. They get him behind the line, and that should push him out of field goal range.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, well, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Lawrence throwing here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
And 12 yards to go.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. They've got a man in motion. Throwing is Lawrence on 3rd down. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they're going to take this in for the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars stretch their early lead to 9. Cam Little to try the extra points. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Jaguars go up 10-zip here in the first.
Jaguars 10, Chiefs nothing.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Gray now on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Kansas City offense set to take the field. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
From the 28. Left side, it's caught by Rice. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
As a quarterback, when you throw that curl route, you know it's a tight window, Kate. But the minute that DB turns and can't react to the throw, you put it right on your receiver's numbers. He comes back and gets it and moves the sticks.
You're set up at the 35 now. First and 10, it's Mahomes. Here's a screen set up for Pacheco. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Pacheco gets it from the gun. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. It's Pacheco again. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be third down.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make third down easier to handle instead, well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Third and 6 for them to figure out now. To the air, Mahomes. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. And really one of the areas when you watch college game to the NFL game that there is a vast difference. And that's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and they could not find a completion.
Kansas City sends out its punt team. Matt Ariza, the one to send it away. And he's had a very busy game already, Brock. Third time they've called on him as he gets this away. Jacksonville heading out there on offense. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's first and 10. Now Lawrence. Now here he goes. And this one gets up to the 14-yard line before he stops.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing he woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep him moving forward.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Now a give to ETN running right. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that's a Jaguar first down.
It's a gain of 8.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
They're now set for first and 10. ETN again. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? So he can only get back to the line as the defense all over this one.
You know, we'll all look back at the play-by-play and see that was a run for 0, but it felt like more than that. Felt like offensively, that's a confidence drainer, and defensively, it's a momentum builder.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Finds him quickly on the RPO. And not a lot available there. Makes it to the 26. Trent McDuffie getting there for the stop.
Travis Hunter. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Here's Lawrence to throw. Cut out left. And he reaches the 35 before going out. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
Move those chains. That's good for a Jacksonville 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They're set up at the 35 now. 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. That one's cut along the left sideline. And this will reach the opposing 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 40. That's good for another Jaguars. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Finds him over the middle. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. And picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. I love the call, Brock, but wrong situation there. The defense closes that sweep out behind the line.
Hey, I love the jet sweep as much as anybody, Kate. It could be super effective, but here's the deal. Once you send that receiver in motion, well, you're doomed. Because if they bring an edge pressure or there's a blitz, there's really no stopping it. Once that thing gets started, there's no audibling out of it.
From the gun on this 3rd down, Lawrence. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Now after the incomplete pass, we've got someone shaken up and in need of some medical attention. Cam Little getting the call on 4th down here to put 3 up for the Jaguars. He hit his first one. His second one's coming from inside of 40. Little knocks it through. And their special teams converts to get them something out of that possession.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Returning it from the 4. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Brock, he's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
Complete to Rashee Rice. A gain of 11.
So while they're in the huddle, partner, we've arrived at the end of our first quarter. The scoreboard reads 13-0. Back to Everbank Stadium in just a bit. About set for the second quarter. Chiefs football here. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Hits him on the out route. And he goes out. Just needed one more step there to reach midfield.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Still has some space inside the 35. And he's going to be taken down, but plenty of damage already done.
Travis Kelce. A gain of 21 yards. And a first down, Chiefs.
Just about every defensive coordinator worth his salt says 2 things in every production meeting. Number 1, well, we got to stop the run. And number 2, we got to take away the tight end. Well, good luck doing that. Defending a big guy who can move like that, it's a lot easier to talk about than to go out and execute.
Hauled in by Rice. And some excellent work on this play. It takes him a while to get to him downfield.
First and goal, Kansas City.
Well, that one was drawn up and delivered beautifully, efficiently. If it's not circled on the call sheet already, you better believe it is now.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Back to the air, Mahomes. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that's way too much risk for that reward.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal. Throwing again, Mahomes. And he carries it in for the touchdown.
Touchdown, Kansas City.
The Chiefs make it a 1-score game in the first half. Patrick Mahomes, the touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
The kick is
that one
good.
right down the middle.
Makes the score.
And the Chiefs get it back to within 6.
Chiefs 7.
So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. Here's Parker Washington with the return. Escapes a defender. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Jaguars, then running back Travis Etienne, trotting back out to the field. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. First down throw, Lawrence. Completed over the middle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Pass complete to number 12, Travis Hunter. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Lawrence looking to throw. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And then brings up 3rd down.
That was pretty cool right there. I mean, that is an underrated effort on that play from his target, hustling and bustling his way to make sure he was in the neighborhood of that throw. So the Zebras, well, they couldn't penalize the throwaway.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. They put a receiver in motion right. 3rd down, Lawrence to throw. He'll have the first down and even more. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. It's a gain of 12 there. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville first down.
That's good for a Jaguars first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Here's ETN on first down. Went in there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
Kate, I knew it at the time. I think everybody did. We knew the Legion of Boom was special, right? That entire secondary, but their safety's ability, Earl and Cam, to come downhill, to make those tackles behind the line of scrimmage as he just did. Yeah, man, you appreciate great safety play like that.
Lawrence working from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's across midfield with a gain that sets him up for third and very short.
The smartest pass catchers I've ever been around, they know how to set up an outcut beautifully. They recognize when they have leverage, how to sell the deep route, and then boom, they just break it out as if it's nothing.
All right, looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches. Lawrence here running the sneak. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line, no gain.
A gain on the play.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Out of the gun, a give to ETN. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. They go play action. Lawrence. Throw right side, caught by Thomas. And he's taken down at the 30. That play good for 17 and a first down.
A gain of 17 yards. That's good for another Jaguars. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at them. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Throwing on first down, Lawrence. Batted away at the line, incomplete. He didn't put it high enough to get it over that line. 2nd down coming up.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. They'll toss it to ETN. Duke the defender. And he'll go down here at the 16. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's a Jaguar first down.
These running backs love getting into the open field, and the best of them, they're not even looking at the man right in front of them. They're looking at that next level to get a chunk run like that.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. From the red zone now. He's in trouble, and the Chiefs bring him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Another try following the sack. Dumped off to his running back. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
That just might be a throw he regretted as soon as you let it go. I know that feeling. He was doing all he could to find a completion down the field, but they were all over that check down and ready to turn it into a negative play.
Gotta figure out this 3rd down here. Man in motion, headed right. 3rd and long for him here. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
Cam Little now to try the Jags field goal. He's got to drive this 37 yards down the middle. Little knocks it through, and that'll make it a 2-score game.
Give him the first half trifecta. He's 3 for 3 on field goals. And as much as they'd like 6 points to end drives, not 3, they can at least be happy they're getting consistent looks inside field goal range, and he's delivering.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Gray now on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Chiefs offense out to take over. They really have the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Finds him on the crossing route. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. 16 yards on the play. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
Kansas City.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, second down.
Kate, if you and I took a whirlwind tour and watched young quarterbacks, the hardest route to complete is this one. A lot of them could throw go routes and slants and drags and in cuts, but throwing that out route takes some time, takes some precision, and a whole bunch of trust between QB and receiver.
Here's 2nd and 2. Short pass brought in. And he works this to the 38 before going now. He gets 6 on that play.
It's a gain of 6.
And it'll be first down, Kansas City.
Down, Chiefs.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Running out of the gun with Pacheco. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Pacheco, the ball carrier.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Second down now, 7 to go. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Hauled in by Worthy, right side. And he's going to be contained after a modest gain to the 31. Travis Hunter making that play.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 2 here. The offense coming to the line for its 7th play of this drive. Quick throw completed by Mahomes. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
A gain of 13 yards. And a first down, Chiefs.
Oh, man, these are the kind of plays you can't wait to get on film and watch the next day. Look at the fellow pass catchers. Look at the guys getting out in front, helping on that screen pass. Get your player in space, your buddies do the rest around you, and a big play follows.
Running up the middle, Pacheco. It is charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays, the ones that amount to really very little statistically, and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Mahomes finds him over the middle. Attacking the screen. Look at this defense, getting him down behind the line.
Hey, I know it's tough to evaluate when you're playing at game speed when there's chaos all around you. But if he looked around, I'm not sure that's a throw he would make again. Even one of the biggest targets, his big old tight end, couldn't fight back to the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? to the air, Mahomes. And he drops it in the end zone. The look was there on third down, but instead it's incomplete.
Oh, that is such a bummer. A dropped touchdown right in the end zone. We're going to see how quickly he can flush this one. He better, because they got to make an impact later.
A 34-yard attempt.
Butker knocks it through. And it's back to a one-score game now. The deficit is 6.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. Washington now to return. This makes it up to the 25. The Jaguars and Trevor Lawrence set to take over on offense once again. And at the pace he's begun the game throwing the football, Brock, he is in line for a special type of performance if they need to keep throwing it until the end. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. On the ground to begin this drive with ETN. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
These stops, they don't always make the end-of-game highlight reels, but they absolutely should. The coaches and players know it. Offenses are always counting on yards on that type of run. And anytime it results in a loss, it could be a potential drive killer.
We're at the 2-minute warning now from Everbank. And it's the Jaguars, who are facing 2nd and 14. Here's Lawrence to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And that brings up 4th and long.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
On 4th down, it's Logan Cook on for the Jaguars to punt it away. Collects this at the 35. And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds. The Chiefs and Rashee Rice readying for a new series on offense. And he finds himself across an important benchmark for yards this season after that last drive. He stayed pretty busy this season, and the numbers show just that. Throwing on 1st down, Mahomes. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. That's Jordan Lewis. And the Jaguars are able to bring this back to the 35-yard line.
That is just a big-time individual effort, Kate, defensively. First, he takes the ball away, and then he's looking for points, right? He turns from defense to offense, and one more move, and he might have broken it to the house.
The Jacksonville offense back on the field now. They seem likely to carry the lead into the locker room, but some points here to end the half could make things even more comfortable. Trying it right side with ETN. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
You can keep your job in the NFL as a D tackle if you eat up space. You really can. But you make that bag when you can defeat blocks, penetrate, and create runs for losses as a defensive tackle.
Well, nothing last run. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Fits it through the middle. And he's got them quite the gain here, partner, as he finally is brought to a stop.
It's a gain of 22 yards. Move those chains. That's good.
You know, Kate, years ago, my old high school receiver and I got together for a football camp. I could still close my eyes and throw him that slant. We've done it millions of times. You get a QB receiver connection like that, it's dynamite.
The Jaguars are going to call their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. They'll give this up the middle to ETN. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. A timeout taken by Jacksonville. It's second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
14-yard line.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Out of the gun, Lawrence. Getting out to his left. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
Well, this is in every quarterback's tool belt, even the ones not regarded as the best movers and shakers. But, Kate, to play QB in the league today, you've got to be able to do this. If you've got nobody open, still get some positive yards with your legs.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Now a timeout called by the Jaguars. That's their 3rd. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Third and 6 for them to figure out now. Sending a receiver left. Throwing is Lawrence on 3rd down. He's got it! Touchdown, Jacksonville! The Jaguars will add to their lead at the end of the half.
Touchdown, Jaguars!
So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
On is Little for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Jaguars bump the lead up to 13 points.
Jaguars 23, Chiefs 10.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he gets a few on the plunge forward. So a 2-score game here at the break. Some work to be done as we get ready for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Scott Hansen. Scott?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the 3rd quarter as we're ready to kick off the 2nd half. Back out to our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
As always, a hat tip to our buddy Scott Hansen for his hard work there during the break, as we're happy to welcome you all back for the start of our 3rd quarter. Butker on now to kick this one away. Washington now to return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Jaguars and Trevor Lawrence set to take over on offense once again. Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10. On play action now, Lawrence. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Brian Thomas Jr., his intended target. And it sets up second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on through a well-placed hit like that one.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Lawrence to throw it. That pass caught by Strange. For a second, we both thought he'd get the first, but he winds up being just shy of a gain of 8. Third down.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Now Lawrence. Searches from the pocket. He's running for it. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Trust. Kate, it is such a big part of playing the quarterback position. Yeah, you got to trust you can make the right reads in the passing game, but sometimes these little runs that just get that first down, it gains further equity, further trust with your play caller, and most importantly, gives you a first down for the offense.
And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage, he gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Here comes the screen for ETN. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Lawrence now off the play action. Connects on the crosser. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, and some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to the air, Lawrence. Hits his tight end on the corner route. And they're going to take this in for the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars grow the lead coming out of halftime. Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure has taken advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His 2nd touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
Jags offense hasn't left since the touchdown. They're going for 2 here.
The Jaguars will line up for the 2-point.
They want to run it across. And he is hit well behind the line and goes down. They're not able to make much of anything on that 2-point attempt.
Chiefs 10.
Defense did their homework on that one. They were keyed in from the start. They knew exactly who the offense was going to lean on to try to go for 2 there.
All right, thanks so much, Scott. We are back and about set to begin our second half.
Cam Little to kick off.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Gray now on the return. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And he showed some nice bursts on that run back, didn't he? Getting them all the way out to their own 40. The Kansas City offense back out there and set to go. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. We've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Completed over the middle. And he is brought to a stop after he found plenty of room there to run.
Complete to Marquise Brown. A gain of 21 yards. First down, Kansas City.
Just how many times do we see teams go to this route? You can go to a Little League field, tell them to, hey, run to the post. It's a playbook staple, and he's someone you can depend on to create space and make catches out of it.
Mahomes on 1st and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line.
To number 87.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He'll step up, and there he goes. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
From the pocket. A gain of 11 on the play.
Well, there was no sense in taking a risk down the field when a first down was just a run away. They'll get to reset now and figure out just how they want to attack a new set of downs.
All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. Looking to throw Mahomes. Completes this one to Gray. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
He was brought down at the 4-yard line.
They had the first down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. One of the tight ends in motion left. They'll try and punch it in. And he runs it across. Touchdown.
Touchdown.
The Chiefs start the second half with some needed points. Butker to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Chiefs shave some of the lead. It's down now to 12.
Chiefs 17.
As always, a hat tip to our buddy Scott Hansen for his hard work there during the break. As we're happy to welcome you all back for the start of our third quarter. Butker on now to kick this one away. Washington now to return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Now the Jaguars getting set to go. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for them. Has them with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10. Now Lawrence on the play fake. Throw right side, caught by Thomas. And he's going to set them up with a first down on a huge gain.
It's a gain of 20. That's good for a Jaguars.
Well, that's a game that has its roots in preparation during the week. That's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday kind of stuff. Identifying ways to target the coverage and creating opportunities for big completions.
A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Inside handoff goes to ETN. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. Fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
They motion a receiver left. Lawrence working from the gun. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down. That's good for a Jaguars. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did. Sometimes the surprises work out for a nice game, and sometimes, well, those surprises, they don't surprise anybody, and you're left hoping your running back just gets up.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Back to throw. Here's Lawrence. He's got Thomas on a slant. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. From the gun, ETN gets it. And this is not going to do the job. They don't even let him get back to the line. It's 4th down.
Give some credit to the defense on that one. We don't see him get fooled into making the wrong read very often in the RPO. That's why the RPO, in fact, is part of their game to begin with. He normally makes the right call. He didn't do it there.
Cam Little getting the call on 4th down here to put 3 up for the Jaguars. From the left hash, this will be from 50. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And go ahead and make this a 15-point game now.
Well, when we start discussing who their most dependable scorer is in this game, I don't think it's one of these skill guys, not even the quarterback, who comes to my mind first. I'm going to bring up this kicker. He's now a perfect 4 for 4 on field goals and contributing big time to this lead.
He fields it from the 8. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Offense heading out now for the Chiefs. They got the job done there last time out. Still trailing by a lot, though, so they're going to need a repeat of that touchdown here. A give to Pacheco to start the drive. And he got this close to midfield before going out. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
It's a gain of 20 and a 1st down, Chiefs.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Running is Pacheco. He cuts it right. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
At the 7-yard line.
To me, now is the time to step on the gas, and you see this more and more in today's game, and it's the right move. Get that explosive run, get right back to the line of scrimmage, and don't let this defense breathe.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. This one's caught. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
Complete to number 5, Marquise Brown. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
2nd chance at 6 here. It's 2nd and goal. Play action, Mahomes. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. Travis Kelce, the touchdown. When you reach the status that he has around the league, Brock, well, we all at this point expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Yeah, I think the best thing I can say about this dude is he makes it look easy a lot of the time. And this game, trust me, is never easy. It speaks to how well he plays this position.
Butker to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chiefs get it back to within one score.
32, Chiefs 24.
All right, thanks so much, Scott. We are back and about set to begin our second half. All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. His return starts at the 5. Jukes one defender. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Jaguars and Brian Thomas Jr. ready for another drive on offense. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. Here's ETN to begin the drive. Spins into the open field. And progress finally halted after he picks up a chunk.
It's a gain of 11. And the Jaguars first down.
Defense was clearly focused on taking away the pass, and that RPO scheme offensively feels so good when you get the job done and you get a chunk run on RPO. That's setting you up for some success.
First down, ball at the 36. They go right back to ETN. And some solid blocking there, springs him for 8. It's going to be second down.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on second down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Steps up, and he's running with it. Lawrence goes into a slide before that hit can arrive with enough for a first down.
7-yard gain.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Here's ETN on first down. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Here's 2nd and 11. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. So that play doesn't work out, but things make it even worse for them. Looks like one of their big guys out front is in need of a look from the training staff. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. From the shotgun, Lawrence. That's caught for the first. And finally, they're able to stop this play from getting any more yards.
It's a gain of 37. That's good for another Jaguars. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
You throw it in the middle of the field, it's all about anticipation and accuracy. I mean, those are the two keys all the time in my book, Kate. But when you throw it in the middle of the field with all of the traffic, that's where guys with great anticipation and that tremendous accuracy come to life.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars lead by 14. Trevor Lawrence with the touchdown. His 4th total score of the game. Wow, Brock, hard to imagine a more effective play in their entire playbook for that particular spot right there.
You know, you get in this red zone, Kate, you want the ball in the hands of the guys you do trust the most to score. In a lot of cases, well, you trust your quarterback, and all he did was add to that trust.
On is Little for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Jaguars lead by 15 now. As always, a hat tip to our buddy Scott Hansen for his hard work there during the break, as we're happy to welcome you all back for the start of our third quarter. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Gray now on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Chiefs are headed out, and we'll see Isaiah Pacheco. And the touchdowns got to keep coming for him as they still trail here. Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10. A counter give here to Pacheco. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 27-yard line.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. A throw left side, caught by Brown. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
First down, Kansas City.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Throwing on first down, Mahomes. Short pass brought in. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. They gain 14 on the play. And it'll be first down, Kansas City.
Sometimes you're looking to push the ball down the field. But as I've said before, the crumbs lead to a cookie. And you never go broke taking a profit, and those big tight ends will often find you those easy check down yards.
A first down carry for Pacheco. And he's brought down after a solid gain on what's going to be the final play of the quarter. A very active quarter for us. Plenty of points in that frame as we reach the end of 3. It's the Chiefs in possession to start. They trail, but that lead is reachable. First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. From the 43. Throwing the out route complete. And they make the stop. We're going to say at about the 37-yard line. Pick up a 5 on that play. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
1st and 10, it's Mahomes. Finds him over the middle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Xavier Worthy. A 5-yard gain brings up 2nd down at the 31-yard line.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 31. That's caught in stride by Rice. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And it'll be first down, Kansas City.
He did such a good job, and not just hitting him in a window on that slant, in the right window, but hitting him right in time, right in a spot where he had room to run and add on to that catch.
Back to the air, Mahomes. Here's a screen set up for Pacheco. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
Throwing again, Mahomes. And they will score! Touchdown, Kansas City! The Chiefs can make it a one-score game as they trim the lead. It's a Marquise Brown touchdown! Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups, and when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Now a point after to bring it back within 1 score. The kick is good, and they've moved back within a possession in the 4th.
Makes the score Jaguars 39, Chiefs 31. Harrison Butker.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Fielded at the 7. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Jaguars and Trevor Lawrence set to take over on offense once again. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. On 1st and 10, here's Lawrence. Put the body on the line for his team. Give him 13 on that play. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville first down.
That's good.
That is all-out effort to make the catch, putting his body on the line, diving for the ball. He earned that reception and some more targets in the immediate future.
1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. It looks like he came down on that sideline. 2nd down coming up.
The best of the best, they just have this intuition, Kate. They know where the boundary is without looking. This receiver's not quite at that level yet. He lost track of where he was, and he brought it in, but out of bounds.
On 2nd down, it's ETN. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here, and it's going to bring up 3rd down.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
Extra man in the secondary now for the Chiefs on 3rd down. Lawrence throwing here. Here comes the screen for ETN. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down, sometimes even 4th. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
The Jaguars into punt formation.
The Chiefs take over 1st.
The Chiefs are headed out, and we'll see Isaiah Pacheco and get that big old marker out, cross a major number off his roadmap after that last drive. He's reached one of the marks that every back strives to hit at some point during the season. 1st down throw, Mahomes. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. So it's 2nd down coming up.
2nd and 10.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
2nd and 10 now. Who else? Kelsey's got another. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down.
1st down, Chiefs.
You want to start a good debate sometime, Kate? Go in an NFL locker room and ask which position is the best athlete. The big guys, the left tackles will tell you it's them. The corners will tell you it's them. But I'll tell you what, these tight ends of today, the way they can run and break tackles and get in the open field, they truly are some of the best athletes on the team.
He's got it to him yet again. That is caught.
Complete to number 5, Marquise Brown. A gain of 4 brings up second down at the 41-yard line.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Again, Mahomes to throw. Completed over the middle. And this one's brought to an end well downfield from that line of scrimmage.
To Xavier Worthy. It's a gain of 25 yards. And a first down, Chiefs.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
Intended for
looking for his wide receiver there.
Incomplete.
And it's going to be 2nd down.
It's second
Hey, Kate,
down
I know it's
10.
unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Another throw for Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Complete to number 1, Xavier Worthy. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
Play number 7 on this drive, and they need 7 here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Got a man, and Kelsey has it. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown.
Complete to Travis
The Chiefs
Kelce.
down by only
Touchdown,
2 in the
Kansas
4th.
City.
Travis Kelce, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Here are the Chiefs facing a massive 2-point try.
The Chiefs will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Mahomes throwing for 2. And the conversion is no good as that pass falls incomplete. Well, they took their shot at the tie, but they'll need to manufacture another score in the time remaining now as that 2-point try is unsuccessful.
It becomes a little bit tougher to punch it in for 2 when that defense knows what's on the line, too. That's a spot where their hand was forced after the touchdown. They had to do their best to surprise them with the call. Easier said, Kate, than done.
This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And this drive will start inside the 25. Now the Jaguars offense ready to take over once more. Their lead cut down inside a field goal, so points imperative here to get some breathing room. Now toss it to ETN. And he's taken down, but some quality yardage on that play.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Jaguars first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Oh, that vision he has when he gets into space, like a chess master, seeing multiple moves ahead of time. He knows who's going to attack and at what angles, and he maneuvers his way through before someone could finally get to him.
Out of the gun, a give to ETN. He surges ahead for 5, make it 2nd down.
This is a guy who, man, when he is in a groove, when he is feeling it, you're just not going to bring him down with an arm tackle. You better buckle up. You need a textbook tackle on this guy. Wrap, grab some cloth, and drive him to the ground with all you got.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. ETN again. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Lawrence working from the gun. Got his man. Thomas has it. And he will not get any further, but plenty of progress already.
A gain of 26 yards. Move those chains. That's good for a Jacksonville 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Well, you don't normally get that type of outcome on a slant. You're just looking for a little short yard gain. But find the right type of athlete with space to work before and a perfectly placed ball after the catch. Well, it's a perfect play to break it big.
Trying it right side with ETN. And this is going to go for about an 8-yard pickup as he takes him inside the 30-yard line.
Tackled at the 25-yard
That's what I call a rhythm starter right there. Man, offenses love execution and plays like that on 1st down, Kate, because now that playbook is wide open. All options on the table for 2nd down.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. They'll give this up the middle to ETN. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
7th play of the drive now as they need a yard here on 3rd down. Here's a dive up the middle. And he won't get back to the line, Brock. They needed one, but they're going to lose one on that play. It's 4th down.
It's results like that that drive coordinators nuts. Premature balding, gray, wrinkles, all of it, Kate. You call something conservative. The last thing you're thinking is you're going to lose yards on a 3rd and 1 run.
Look at them. They don't want to surrender the lead or possession. The offense staying out there on 4th. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty and off the field they go.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup, and it'll be 1st down, Kansas City.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Caught quickly on the slant. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
8 yards on the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2 at the 47-yard line.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Running out of the gun with Pacheco. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
Hey, these DNs love to get after the quarterback, but the most well-rounded of them are the guys who can anchor your run defense too. Mission accomplished.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. He's back to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But of course we know it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
The Chiefs bringing out their punt team. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike.
The Jaguars take over 1st.
Out now runs the Jaguars offense. They liked how that drive was going, but the ending, the turnover on downs, yeah, that's something they'll try to rewrite on this series. On the ground to begin this drive with ETN. And this is going to be just what this defense ordered. A great play to back these guys up, shift the momentum a little here in the fourth.
You know, Kate, during draft season, I was talking to an NFL GM, and he said, you know what, in time, we're going to realize tackles for loss are just as big a deal as sacks. Sacks get so much of the popularity. Tackles for loss, when you knock that offense backwards, I promise you, in time, we'll be keeping a closer eye on plays like that one.
Escapes the pocket. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
This is one of those occasions that it looks so promising when you take off as a quarterback, and then you're reminded just how fast these defenses are in the NFL. Couldn't quite move the chains, but it wasn't for a lack of trying.
They send the tight end in motion. It's the 2-minute warning here in Jacksonville. Jaguars lead by only 2. 3rd and 4 coming up now. Back to throw it. Hits him on the out route. And this does not get it. Looking short field, but the defender is there to force this 4th down. So quickly the defense burns a timeout here. 1:57 remaining in the game. Jacksonville in punt formation. Logan Cook, the one to kick it away. Breaks the tackle, still going. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Chiefs offense set to take over again. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. A throw left side, caught by Brown. And this one doesn't go far.
Complete to Marquise Brown. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 33-yard line.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. He'll look to throw it. Short pass brought in. And this one does not go far.
This defense didn't give up contain there, Kate. That was an instance where the more exciting plays were taken away downfield. And even looking to the tight end wasn't going to net them much.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Tight end motioning right. Looking to throw it. They'll make a bid for it on the ground. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Timeout taken by Kansas City. It's 2nd. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
1st down, Chiefs.
To the line for a new set of downs. Only a lone timeout at their disposal. Quick throw completed by Mahomes. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Number 5, Marquise Brown. A 2-yard gain brings up 2nd down at their 49-yard line.
Second down now, 7 to go. Setting up to pass. Got his man, that's Brown again. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. The Chiefs will use their 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Time not on their side here as they get set for 1st down. No timeouts remaining either. Here he is to throw. To the left and hauled in by Kelsey. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
1st down, Kansas City.
So the Jaguars come away with the win in this one. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with the victory. That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Jaguars as we bid farewell from Jacksonville.